What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Veteran Sports Cards, or welcome in if this is your first time checking us out. Today I've got another PSA grade reveal. Some cards came in that I had submitted through GameStop. This is just going to be a 20 card order. Submitted them on June 5th. Today is August 6th, and they just came back today. So I unfortunately received them like this in a rubber band. They had their little offer sheet, and so I actually saw all of the grades for all these cards. I prefer not to see them. I once I got the notification that the grades were ready, I restrained myself, and I was good and didn't look at the grades. But then whenever I got there, they didn't have them in a box. And so I just flipped through. I told myself I'm just going to make sure they're all here. And while I did, I saw the grades on every single one of them. But I wasn't upset when I saw the grades. I was actually pretty pleased, and you shall see why beginning right now. So these first three, they said we put them in these bags just because they're all pop one or real low pop cards. I was like, yeah, that's because nobody's grading those cards. And so anyway, I think this one, this is a Bowman Chrome Campus Icons Jackson Dart. It's not really a big card or anything. It's just not a lot of people are grading this card, which is why there's such a low pop. I think the population on this one is, well, I'm not gonna lie, I think it's in the teens, maybe less than that. I don't know. But this one got a 10. So pretty sweet. Good looking card. Hopefully he gets to show off some stuff this year. So starting off with a 10, really awesome. This was pulled from a 2023 Leaf Trinity blaster box, or maybe a mega, I don't remember, but whatever. I bought two, and there was one of these in each box. And so this one is a pop one, no matter which one it is. So this one is a 9, and there's only this one in a 9 because I decided to go ahead and send it in. This is the same card pulled from the second box that I had at the time, and this one is a Gem Mint 10. This is also a pop 1 because who is grading this card, right? But it's all good. Hopefully there's something, that comes out of his first year. We'll see. Speaking of first year, here is a 1984 Topps Dan Marino rookie card. I had one submission earlier that I had the John Elway and Eric Dickerson rookie cards graded, and I had forgotten to put this in with it, so I slid this one into a later submission, and this one got a 7. So the John Elway got a 6, and I think the Eric Dickerson got a 9, I believe. But here's the Dan Marino, got a 7, which I wasn't expecting too much out of that. 7 is probably on par for what I could have hoped for. Here is a Michael Penix Jr. Hollow from Optic, and we got a 9. So they're, I don't know, you can hold two cards up side by side that look identical. The only difference is one's got a 9, one's got a 10, one's got an 8, maybe if you hold 3. I guess maybe there's a smudge there. Oh, okay, you know what? Yeah, that's on me. Okay, a 9, good. That's probably a little better than maybe it should have been. Here is Brock Bowers Absolute Blue Diamond. This one's numbered to 199. And Gem Mint 10. This one is numbered 108 of 199. I think you can probably see that. That is an 8. But anyway, I really like this. It's going in the PC. So, very nice looking. Even nicer with that 10 there. Love it. Starting off pretty good. This is a little thicker of a card, and these never fare well whenever I'm grading them anyway. This is Illusions, which also doesn't grade well for me, so double whammy on this guy. This is the trophy collection, the cubic, numbered to 399, and it got an 8. So this one is numbered 60 of 399, but it's just going in the PC anyway, so don't really care that it's an 8. I just like that it's in the holder. So that's our first 8. Here is a Caleb Williams Hollow. This one got an 8. Don't really know why, because it actually looks better than that Michael Penix that got a 9 and had the little divot at the bottom, but maybe for centering it does look a little thin at the top. So, but it got an 8. We'll deal with that. This is Optic Purple Shock Caleb Williams. Got a 10 on this one. Really pleased with that. This is the second Purple Shock Caleb Williams I've graded. The first one got an 8 and looks pretty well identical to this one. So I don't know the criteria, but that's okay. This one got a 10. So this is the one that I'm gonna think about. Here is a JJ McCarthy Optic Purple Shock. Only sent in the ones that I thought could get 10s with maybe could get 9s. This one got a 10. The last submission I received back had a Purple Shock JJ with, I think it got a 9. So to have a 10, they look pretty much the same, but I'm not gonna argue about it. I got a 10, so we take. Here is a Jayden Daniels Mosaic NFL debut. It's just the base, not prism, not pink or green or silver or none of that. Just a regular old, and we got a regular old 10. So not mad about that at all. So I like how much taller this 10 stack is than the other ones so far. Here is Bo Nix, the rookies out of Don Russ. Thought it looked pretty good. Sent it in, and it got a 9. So it's all right. In between a 9 and a 10, it's really a coin flip, I think, on some of these cards. I didn't really see anything that would make this one lose a point, but got the 9, and we will take it. Here is Jayden Daniels. I think this one is a hollow. I have one hollow and 2 Purple Shocks in this submission. I think this is the hollow. Nope, this is one of the Purple Shocks, and it is an 8. So I was trying to remember the number when I looked at it earlier, and I thought 40 was the hollow. But anyway, this is one of the Purple Shocks, and it got an 8. Now we've got Bo Nix. This one is also a Purple Shock, and this one got a 10. So good times. This Jayden Daniels, number 38, I think might be the other Purple Shock. It's either that or the Hollow. Let's see. Purple Shock it is. And this one got a 9, which I'm fine. So now I had one order that had 4 of these in it, 2 10s, a 9, and an 8. So now I've got 2 10s, 2 9s, and 2 8s. Which can only mean that this one is the Hollow. And this one got a 10. So I had a submission, the last submission, I had one of these in it and it got a 9. And I was debating on whether or not to crack it and resubmit it. But I think now that I've got this 10, I think I'll just let that one go. As is. Now all of these cards and all the cards from all of my previous videos, they're all going to be on my YouTube. I'm sorry, they're all going to be on my eBay. Same name, Vetterman. Actually, I think it's Vetterman713 on eBay. I'll leave a link in the description below. You can check it out, see if they're still available. Here is a Terry Bradshaw Uptowns. I actually bought this one off of eBay thinking that it looked really good, and when it came in, I looked at it, thought maybe it looks really good. I had a little bit of doubts and submitted it anyway, and it got a 9. I can't remember what it was. I think that corner, having that little fuzzy hanging off of it, I was just gonna take something and trim that, but I don't really want to trim anything or take any blades to cards, and so I tried plucking it off and couldn't get it. Tried using some tape on the edge, and anyway, it hung out, and that's probably why it got a 9. There may be some other reason, but it's fine. We will take a 9. Here is a Drake Maye prism. It's the silver prism. I have never gotten anything higher than a 9 on any of these prisms until now. So this, I was so pumped whenever this one was kind of close to the top of the stack. So I looked at it. They actually offered me, probably 60% of the value for this, for like a trade-in or whatever at GameStop. I was like, no, I don't. I'm not a gamer, so I just do sports cards, and I'm not going to, sell myself short. So, but this will be on eBay. Hopefully not selling short. This Roger Staubach Uptowns, I bought a case, the last case that I bought of Optic, didn't have a downtown in it, but it had an autograph and a Sunday Kings, Jalen Hurts, and this Uptown. Those were the only, I guess, quote, case hits that were in there. But this one looked really good, sent it in, and it got a 10. So I'm really happy with that. Add that to our 10 pile. Now this is the second Max Crosby Uptowns that I got. Actually got this one out of a break as well. The last one I got a Max Crosby and a Brock Bowers out of the same break, and they both came back 10s. This one I got out of a break, a different breaker, really cool guy. And this one came back a 10 as well. So I am 4 for 4 on the Max Crosby and Brock Bowers Uptowns, getting Gem Mint 10s. And I will never complain about that. So this was a very good submission, in my opinion. The lone 7 was a 1984 Dan Marino rookie that I am happy that it got a 7, so I'm not even upset about that. These 8s, probably could have gone either way, could have gone 9s, and in some world probably could have even gotten a 10. This one probably looks a little high, so the centering may have kept that one Same here. Looks like it might be a little high up on the centering. And then this one's just a thick boy that always, you know, comes back lower than what I think it will, but that's okay. We take these 9s, not too bad, not too many. The Uptowns, another Jayden, Purple Shock, Bonix, the rookies, my Penix Hollow, and that Jackson Dart Trinity. And then here's the 10 stack. So much better results out of this submission. The 20 card submission, we got 11 10s, 5 9s, 3 8s, and 1 7. So got us, what is that, a 55% gem rate. Not going to complain about that, not even a little bit. So I still have quite a few orders out with PSA. I think a total of about 180 cards still out there. I only have about 40 cards out at SGC right now, but really looking forward to getting some of those back in and making another video. Hopefully I can keep from checking on the grades before I share it with you guys. So I really do appreciate you stopping by. Leave me a comment, hit the like button, subscribe if you feel like it. Check out my eBay, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace.